Talk about good stuff. A lot of production back at linebacker. I mentioned Junior Colson and Michael Barrett. They obviously lead the way.
Yeah, I mean, this all of a sudden turned into maybe one of the best linebacker rooms in the country. You have Junior Colson, who's been on, that freshman All-American. He's a stud. I would expect him to have another really, really good year and probably be a first-round draft prospect next year. He's got the body. He's physical. He's fast. He does it all for Michigan. And then alongside him, I think it's a perfect marriage between him and Mike Barrett. Mike Barrett's that super senior that comes in, and he is a guy that is so smart, so just experienced, and he's also been around the block. He was in Don Brown's defense as that Viper position that they loved, then switched over to middle linebacker. He's been through a ton and gone through it, and now he's ended up as a very, very good piece of this defense. And so the last two guys that I'm going to talk about here are, I would say, more question marks. Nikhil Green came in. He was a very, very good linebacker in his sophomore year, but didn't play any snaps at all last year. Was hurt with a quad injury all year long. And so he, I wonder how he comes back from that. After he told me the other day, he's got some videos coming out. He's just itching to get back on the field, which I think he is back now, but it had been over 400 days since he had played football. So how do you get back into that rhythm and get back into it? That's tough sometimes. Sometimes you lose it. And so it'll be interesting between him and then Ernest Hausman, who was a star for Nebraska as a freshman, comes in and adds some really good depth to Michigan here. A lot of people see him as an NFL prospect at some point too, but he's still young. So where does he fit in as the new guy on this roster for Michigan? We know he's got the talent, but that's a deep linebacker core, and I think it's going to be a pretty good battle between Nikhil Green and Ernest Hausman for that last linebacker spot.
Breaking down the Michigan defense, Justin Rose on the line here from Blue by 90. Catch his podcast. You've got the Twitter handle right there, and Wolverine Plus as well.